Guru. Guru. What a funny topic that is. So I thought of some thoughts about it, and I want to bring out a point. Because I had a diet guru. Good morning. I had a diet guru named Rabbi Boruch Merkur. I didn't lose my weight. I did, but then I gained it back. And then I lost it again on a different idea. But he had a great slogan. If you could have done it by now alone, you would have done it by now. So whenever you hear that message, you just say, yeah, you're right, I need a guru. You need the Rabbi Boruch. You can't do it alone, right? What's the proof? How long have I tried? Because everyone's like, okay, yeah, that's me. I guess I tried on my own. So he's got a point. If you could have done it by now alone. Okay, I want to say it now in a slightly different context. Same words. And I have some ideas I just want to share about this, which is, I think, kind of cool. Because people don't understand what a Rebbe is. People don't understand that. And I think I could explain it to them a bit. I'm not going to delve totally into that topic. It's just like an idea. It's like I'm having a little bit of fun here, okay? Happy giving all to the dveikus master. So what is a master? What is the guru? Think about the way, if you went on that journey of those words, it's a bit cute. It's like a bit humorous if you get all the angles. But there's some ideas I could talk about, like happy giving all to the dveikus. Are you happy? And are you happy to give that to God in davening? Happy giving all. Are you happy when you give something to someone? Are you happy when you throw yourself into something for yourself? Remember, Yitzchak had to daven for himself. Avram davened for Stam only. Yitzchak had to daven for his own destiny. That's what actually is characteristic of tefillah. That's why tefillah is associated with Yitzchak, the digger of wells. Gvura, the Levi. All these things are related. It's Yitzchak. It's a very fascinating concept. So it's a certain role in a dynamic to be Levi. It's the feminine aspect, right? And that's expressed. I mean, when you say feminine, everyone says, oh, I mean, girl, no, I'm talking about Levim here. They're mostly identified with the men, right? Those are the ones who sang in the Beis HaMikdash, and they had a spiritual role. And that defines a certain characteristic that people either have or don't have, or should have, or that's a different point, but they're just ideas. So to give, happy giving, or happy in this case, like the ultimate expression of giving is when you submit. It's a receiving. That's the ultimate giving, isn't it? Isn't that an awesome yin-yang right there? Are you happy when you throw yourself into something or you give something? I keep that. That's a nice expression. I keep that because the Baal Shem Tov says he took. The Rebbe says about the Baal Shem Tov that he took the message of Magid with this whole explanation I gave, I think, yesterday, the day before. He took him. He brought him in. He compelled him to be his disciple. What is a guru? It's incredible. That whole idea, I think I'm writing about it today, or tomorrow. I'm finishing this editorial about this. It's just an incredible idea. I have some other ideas I want to talk about also. I just reminded myself about another subheader I should have put on this. The word tzchak, okay, it's Yitzchak, it's the Levi. It's the joy in giving. It's the nekeva and to save of gever. It's the Eishes Chayil Teres Baila, the crown of the king. There's an aspect of that. I think it's expressed in Levi. I think it's expressed in Yitzchak. I think it's expressed in Esther and Sarah, David HaMelech. Maybe even Yosef HaTzadik, my hero. What a man that is. You don't need to watch stupid movies written by stupid people to have a hero. Now here's just, I want to just change the mood a little bit for a second. But check out the way you could read this. You get in a little bit of a somber mood. Like more pensive, maybe. Not anxious, though. Good morning. If you could have, I just want those words to resonate for a minute. If you could have, so this has to do with regret. Okay, if you could have, what would, do you ask yourself that question? Is that a thought that you have? If you could have done it by now. So it's like an expression of regret, but then the question is alone. That's Harvey Booker's message, that you need a guru. You feel alone if you could have done it by now. So it's a question of the whole idea, do I regret anything in the past? Do I see my struggles as a means to get stronger and to know myself better? That's a healthy mindset. I posted some cute sayings about that idea. I mean, I like to inspire with my page. I know people that say, oh, Facebook people are narcissistic or superficial or whatever. I get that because they just, I don't know, they have that in themselves maybe, and they're projecting on other people, not everybody. To judge people unfavorably is, it's not a very good quality. It's very ugly, I think. I think if you smile at everybody, you just try and bring goodness, happy, giving all to the dveikus, I think that's the healthy mindset. That will lead to dveikus, and you will become worthy to acknowledge the true master. And what did we learn about, which I'm writing about now again, I'm tying this in, about if you don't accept upon yourself the master's mission, you're casting away your relationship with the king. Something like that. I get it a bit mixed up. But that idea. It's a Zayar, okay? It's beautiful, actually. I probably could find it in like 1 second because I've got my stuff here, right? This one's not colored enough to be the right one. Okay, we don't want to juggle so much for now. I'm gonna go into this David Markel. Rabbi David Markel posted something beautiful. It's about laughter. It's about Yitzchak. So we'll probably tie this into Guru again. Remember, if not for Yitzchak, no, Shlomo HaMelech. I can't remember if it said also by Yitzchak. Yes, if it wasn't for Yitzchak and Shlomo was the one that allowed, King Solomon allowed for the prayers of Gentiles to be heard. Otherwise, it's impossible for a Gentile to connect to God through prayer. That power comes through Shlomo HaMelech, through the Beis HaMikdash. That's okay. That is a teaching I shared with you the other day. I think it said there that it's the same applies to Yitzchak. So check out Yitzchak. What is tzchek? Laughter. Remember, we have this word appearing in several places, one of which is the ultimate union that Avraham gave everything towards. That he sent his shliach, his emissary, with a note of everything. He gave everything towards this because this was the whole purpose of existence, was to bring into the world the shvatim. It had to come through Yitzchak. Yitzchak had to get married. There was an ultimate shidduch to be made. So it says Yitzchak metzachek es Rivka ishtay. I think the words are, I might have got it a bit wrong. Check it out. Avimelech, the Melech Plishtim, okay, they were in the land of Plishtim, and the king there looked out of his palace window and he sees Yitzchak and Rivka metzachek. They were playing. Not Monopoly, I don't think. It could be. They had that back then. So this idea of tzchayk has to do with, remember what we said about Moshe Rabbeinu? He approaches God with a chutzpah called kalas reish. Like, it has the word laughter in it, basically, that word. I'm also writing, by the way, about the Rebbe saying that the whole message of the Baal Shem to the Maggid, what took him, what made him his disciple, remember talking this guru thing, was his idea that what you say has to be delivered with passion. And if it's not true. Oh, that is an awesome teaching. Okay, but that goes in with guru a lot here. That's what makes disciples, that idea, because that's the whole foundation of that idea is Chassidus. That's what Chassidus is all about, and that's the secret of bringing out the Nitzitz Mashiach in each person, to be the king of your own world. Good morning. So this is about tzchek. I think I wanted to get the idea of a different type of tzchek also, because I think it should resound in this conversation, especially in light of the Lurianic words of Yechabak l'baylo b'sayda dila, which I said that I'd give hint to whenever what I think that means. I spoke about it a few times, but it's a cool idea, very cool idea. My friend Max Cohen's taught me this 25 years ago. I never understood it till like yesterday, the day before, or a week ago. Okay, so it says, this is, let's see where first I'm going to give Rabbi Merkur the schus of having his words read to express to more people. Hashem's hiding is a kind of game to create the world and have challenges. Honestly, though, the game is getting tiring, and we've already played it for a really long time. It's already time for the fish course. Okay, are you sitting by Kiddush still and hungry for the fish course? Have you ever been like that? Are you hungry for the Suda to get going? You want to sink your teeth into something finally? And if you are an official rabbi, we spoke about that, remember? It's a nice image, the fish. Good one, Rabbi Merkur. Okay. So he posted this thing, all right? It says, Al Pi Maimari Admor Zaken. It's the Alter Rebbe Ktsarim Ayin Mem Taf Pei Chas. Okay, whatever those letters mean. It says, the entire creation of the worlds, and then it specifies Yetzer Taiv and the Yetzer Hara, the two inclinations of the person, Laseis Melchemes Kenegdei, is to make war, to wage war against it. What? Be'az keshereitze be'emes laseis milchama, and then when one truly, or when one wants, no, truly, yeah, when one truly wants to wage war, HaKadosh Baruch Hu mesayehu legibor hamilchama. God assists him to be a mighty one at war, a warrior, in other words. Gibor milchama, a warrior. Hashem helps him become a warrior. When you realize that Kol Brias Ha'elam Yitzitav Yitzahar Laslis Melchemes Kenegdei. Kenegdei what? What does that go on? Then when you truly want to wage war against Kenegdei, I don't know exactly what it's referring to, probably the Yitzhahara, HaKadosh Baruch Hu Mesayehu Legibor HaMelchama. He helps you to be the warrior. And the fact that at first he cannot be victorious, or he is not victorious rather, no, he cannot be victorious. This is just because God made a game. God is the smexy of the universe. How romantic is this? God made a scenario. Is this the most sexy thing you've ever heard in your life? It gets better. This is the Alter Rebbe, okay? The first Lubavitcher Rebbe. He makes a game, a schik, and remember what I told you about, okay? Yitzchak and Rivka, the most important shidduch of all humanity. the one who was Kaddish Mebeten, holy from birth, the one who had a bris milah at day 8, when he was representing the submission, the fact that he was ready to be burnt to ashes. That's tefillah, that's malchus. Here it's not Yitzhak, not malchus, is usually gvura, so I don't want to confuse people. But the two ideas have a connection. Let's go weiter. Let's go further in this. This is awesome. At first, he cannot be victorious because God doesn't want the game to end. He's enjoying his amusement with his deity. He made a schik. Schik sol Elokim. Elokim, the hiddenness, the idea of gvura, the yitzchak, the concealment of the world. That is the game. God made it an adventure. Someone should remind me to make that a subtitle. God made an adventure for you. Oh, Shemaster et atzmai. He's playing hide and seek. I wrote about that. Someone link that, please, for me. I wrote a thing called Hide and Seek Champion. If someone wants, I put 2 chapters up. I have about 6 more, I think. It's pretty cute. If you like cute, I wrote it about 22 years ago. Ask me about it. So God made a game, a romance, okay, a tzchaik, that he conceals himself. He's playing hide and seek with you. Or for a father to a child, this resonates beautifully also. It doesn't have to be romantic if that's not your milieu. Okay? Shemaster et atzmai, v'yadeize hu nasa kiyum ha'elames. The world can only exist because of this game that God created. Rabbi Merkur, you're a genius for posting this. Beautiful words of the Alter Rebbe. You're a genius. Someone tell him I said that. Okay, or all my secretaries, right? I'm horrible. What's guru if not for someone who takes people in as their disciples? I'm not. If you think that I'm in this game just for fun, you're right. You're right. You are right. Game of Thrones, okay? This is the proof of Torah. Not saying you should watch things that are inappropriate. Chas v'chalila. Just if you happen to know about something, it's part of your language, and I'm not the kind of guy to draw the line so, crazy, like most people do. They're nuts. People are crazy, whatever. But they need that. People need that, okay? I'm not saying it's bad. It's good for people that need that. But for people that are not there, be honest with yourself and listen to someone who's going to schlep you out of it. The guru takes people, the Rebbe writes. You compel people because you're saying this guy's alive and everyone else doesn't have tzchaik. They're not saying, you know what? The world is a game by definition. This is my proof, Rabbi Merkur. I can kiss your feet. Someone that shares something good with me, I'll kiss your feet. I will line up to kiss your feet. Bring good to the world. Inspire people. Use everything that God gave you. Everything. I don't want to scare you away by getting it too... I got to remain the dignified rabbi. It's not freak people out. I know that. We need another forum. We need a real venue for something fun. It's like, got to recognize that God made a game. He made a Matrix video game. But it's real. If you think I think that life is a game, yeah, and I'm just playing, you're right. Okay, I think that's cute. Life is a game. Oh my goodness. But win it! Win the game! Okay, that resonates with the other shtusim that they have out there I used to know about. what was it called? That one they had, Westworld. Oh my goodness, what a sick thing that is. That is so sick. That's the argument between Freud and the Rebbe Rashab. What are people at the core? Give me a break. People are so evil at the core. That is trauma, generational trauma. It's 9:52, dudes. I mean, I have a little bit more time, and I just want to enjoy this moment with you, because I think these are very important topics. I think the world's really, I can't say those words. It's a fence of roses. The most beautiful idea I think I've ever encountered, besides some about Mashiach. Fence of roses. I think that is Mashiach. Fence of roses. That brings Mashiach. Fence of roses. Ugh. Look those ones up. And also the two fat sages. And also look behind you and see that the person you think is pursuing you. Okay, this is based on Tillam. The pursuant is smiling at you and wanting to help you and hold your hand and take you out of your exile and your darkness and see that life's an adventure that you're going to win together with God. And we're all going to unite to do it. So there's going to be a guru-disciple thing. Between every two people, you have that anyways. I'm not saying anything radical. I'm saying people should inspire each other. That's all I'm saying. Don't make this crazy, people. Try and be normal and recognize that there's a fun aspect of life. People are so sheep-like. They're just entrenched in their misery. It's so sad. People are entrenched in misery. They don't realize it doesn't matter if you have a little less. Don't be a burden on society. But you don't. There's other things too, let's just say. There's joy in life also. Good morning. There's joy in life also, and people have to realize that. It's not just about suffering. I know people get old. I know people get lonely. I know people feel sick and old. Yaakov was the Saba, Yisrael's Saba. I want to get to that topic. I think it's a beautiful thing, because there's a development from Avraham. He gets older to he becomes Yaakov. We mentioned that a bit yesterday, I think. I want to finish this now. Schak, Yitzchak. Two slightly different words, but it means the same thing. It's like interchangeable. As you'll see, I think. So God made a matrix, which is real. It happens to be real. He made a fantasy Westworld. God made a Westworld for you to experience, to realize that underlying it, it's not this sick person that could make such a horrible world. A Freudian looking at the darkness in a person, say that's where it stops. No, you go deeper, there's light. Dig a little deeper, that's what the Rebbe Rashab said, and you'll see that there's light underneath that darkness that you identify and you latch onto, like you focus on the sin. I was speaking about that, I think, a day or two ago. That's the defining difference between, if you want to bring tzaddikim to do tshuva, has to do with that recognition. It's a lot, I know, I'm overwhelming you. I'll cool down for a minute. Let's break it down. I think we gotta bring the tone down, try and understand these words, and then we'll try to see if we can really appreciate it. This Valyadeza, from recognizing that God made the world that you cannot be victorious at the beginning. He wants a game that will last more than just like I rolled the dice and I won. That's not a fun game. God's much more fun than that. He shall laugh. Let's sachek. Yes. Kol Hashem yitzchak alai, or everyone's gonna laugh with me. Sarah said, everyone's gonna laugh with me and they see the beauty. I brought the ultimate shidduch between Yitzchak and Rivka, is the whole humanity is dependent on that, and Sarah brought that into the world. She had to suffer for 90 years before she could do that. But she suffered for a good purpose, and this is an awesome reason. I speak about this a lot. For the power of Avram, for him to walk down the street like the king that he was and was meant to be, but he didn't daven for that. He only davened for others. Yitzchak took it one step further. Let's look into Yitzchak. Okay? If not for this principle, he wouldn't even be able to create the worlds, because that's the whole meaning of the world. The whole sustenance of the world, that being sustained throughout time, would not be possible without this. And of now, the times of Mashiach that we're about to experience, the future to come, the future era, Nemar, it says, we spoke about this a few days ago, how this is going to happen through Mashiach ben Yosef, Mashiach ben David. Did I say Beis Yosef yesterday? Okay, I'm sorry if I did. In the future is said that God's glory will be revealed, V'ra'u kol basar, and all flesh will see. It doesn't say in all eyes will see, or all people will see, or like it usually says. But V'ra'u kol basar yachdav, together. Everyone will be together in this union. Can you imagine how that resonates in so many levels? V'zeu kayem rak kischek shemaster et atzmai. V'zeu kayem rak kischek shemaster et atzmai. Like today, it's only like a adventure that God concealed himself to amuse, to make a beautiful story. Like the Shir Shirim story, for example. That's what God created the world. V'zeh side, check this out, okay? V'zeh side leviyasan zeh yitzarta lesachek b'ay. And this is the meaning of the verse that says, this Leviathan that you formed to play in or with. God created Leviathan. It has the word Levi in it. The Alter writes about it in many places. Okay, it's talking about the high level of topic, the level of someone who serves God at the level of, I think it says there, Ava B'tanugim, love of delights, but I can't remember, so I don't want to focus on that. And the fact that it says in the future to come that God's going to reveal, the glory of God is going to be revealed. That is the banquet of eating Leviathan that's going to be experienced by the tzaddikim. And I have a proof that people will be tzaddikim before Mashiach comes from the Mashiach ben Yosef. Okay, I have a source for that. I'm writing about it. I think that's awesome, because before Mashiach ben David arrives on the scene, everyone is going to be tzaddikim. And that's how it's possible to fulfill the mission of making the tzaddikim do tshuva. Because there's going to be, you can have a mission still. It's before Mashiach comes. It's the part of the game. That's the Seudah of the Leviathan. The realization that that's the game of life, that God is going to help you through the game, through the world, through the hell and Vesta, the darkness of the world. That's the Yetzer Ereh Berech Cheshek. What are you thanking God for the Cheshek? You're blessing God for the Cheshek? Because once you recognize Yetzer Ereh, the light of the whole world is in your home. It fills up your home like with angels, literally, with passion. If you live with passion, that's what he said about the Baal Shem Tov. That's how he took his disciple, that's the guru, by teaching people that message. So important, but that's a light that you're bringing in. Once you bring that light, the Yetzer Ereh, you bless God for being the Yetzer Ereh, seeing the good in your life and recognizing that that is God. That's the definition of God. Then you realize He is the one that creates darkness. It's just a game. Trust Him that you're going to win together. You're both going to be victorious. Okay, is that what was that show called? That The Hunger Games. The two people can win. Oh, what a beautiful image that is. I'm not encouraging you to watch that either. I just happened to have, I read the book. I don't even think I saw the movie. I haven't watched the movie in a long time, so don't worry. It's just because I haven't had time. Busy. I think that's the correct reason why you shouldn't watch a movie, actually. Be busy with good things. You just don't have time. I mean, you're seeing the dark phoenix in the Torah, as it's meant to be. And if you have to make a movie of that yourself, God, if that's your mission, God will give you the resources to do that. Make a holy dark phoenix. Make a story about sure, holy dark phoenix. Talk about it. Make my haikus that I talk about into a movie. If you're a director, a producer, or a person that has some talent, take ideas and go with them. It could be your own, could be mine, whatever inspires you. Did I get to any of the topics I wanted to talk about? Let's see. Guru. Okay, that was a topic. There's another thing I wanted to share with you, but let's see. 10 o'clock? Not too bad. I don't know if I found the right pages of what I wanted to. I color up much more of my pages. So let me just look for 1 second and see if. Here it is. Okay. Yes. Yesh leimer age achrei tshuva al yedei Mashiach ben Yosef Yeshuva hakol yes tzadikim. This is the proof for what I was just saying. Okay, you want a source? I'm writing about it, so I'll give you all the sources. This is, I think, Shem Mishmuel, it's called. Yes. On the Yishlach 2:4. Okay? It's beautiful words. After the tshuva through Mashiach ben Yosef, Yeshuva hakol yes tzadikim, everyone will do tshuva to become tzadikim. V'kulam yiyeh nechlalim bil lesava tzadikaya b'siyuvta, and everyone will be included within what it said about Mashiach. So everyone's going to take a part in this whole mission that we said it's particular to everyone. Oh, and I found that thing again. Okay, I remember just that this is one of the things I wanted to share with you. Just left the screen, of course, but here it is. I'm getting high tech, right? I'm starting to learn how to use this thing, and it's becoming really handy. I found my source. I was looking for this before again because I have a proof that says that God's going to take every individual. Okay, the beginning of it is going to be by the individual. It just resonates beautifully with its Shem Mishmuel, which I still have to research what exactly that is. He quotes the Alter Rebbe, so he's probably Chabad. Or is it the Rebbe Marash? I don't think so. I would have heard of that, I think. But it could be. Okay, this is a secret of the Rebbe. It's a footnote. I can't remember exactly where it is. I have emails to trace it. I'll find it later. It says, the meaning of Tzadik Gamor, Lashon Klish, and Nigmar, Melachta. Okay, that's footnote 73. But right after, that's also beautiful. I just wanted to read that. That the meaning of a Tzadik Gamor is like a finished vessel. Okay? He's perfected himself. He's embodying God in the world, in a sense. It's a Klish and Nigmar, Melachta. Remember we were talking about Sarah, who was Sarah B'Tashlumle. She was yearning for perfection. The ecstasy of yearning. That's Mashiach. And how do we see that? Check out this footnote 74. Okay, I'll give you a source later. Maskil Meskalus Abias Mashiach Shebechol Echad Ve'echad Yisrael. It's going to begin, the redemption is going to begin from the revelation and the advent of Mashiach that will happen. The experience of Mashiach that will be awakened within, and he highlights these words in I think this is a Mugadik Sicha, an edited Sicha by the Rebbe. Okay, these are the Rebbe's words. He says, Shebechol Echad Ve'echad Yisrael, every single Jew. The pasuk, the verse, it says a star is going to shoot out from Yaakov, right? I think it's Parshas Balak, right? It's Bilam's prophecy. Shekayel Melech Mashiach, which refers, as the Yerushalmi Tainus points out, the Gemara says, refers to Melech Mashiach. Kai Gam Al Kol Echad V'Echad Yisrael, refers also to every single Jew. It's the Gemara Yerushalmi, okay? And it's brought. Because he has a spark of the soul, Yechida Aklala, right? The ultimate point and essence of the soul. In a general way, that exists as a spark of your soul. That is the core of you, who you are, your Mashiach, in that sense. And it's going to begin, redemption is going to begin through each individual. I have very strong proofs for that. And I'm telling you, it's happening now. So just open up to that idea and plow yourself like a field, the Rebbe said. I'm quoting that, I think, in this week's editorial. to accept, and I have another source that says it's the Zriya of Mashiach ben David. Awakening you, giving you the gift that Hashem, or it might have been Ben Yosef, I can't remember for sure right now, and to be implanted with this gift from Hashem, even before Mashiach comes, okay? It's going to begin with the individual. That it's going to be implanted within you. That's what's going to make you right. Mashiach ben Yosef is going to start that process and plow the person to allow himself to receive that message, and then, no, the person has to do that rather, and then he's going to implant him with this spirit of God that's going to awaken him, his soul, okay? This is what it's described. That is to plow yourself to become ready. There's a garbage truck that just pulled out, it's distracting. That will make you a plowed field ready to receive the ultimate. And that's Mashiach ben David. Okay, it's the words I'm gonna get exactly right later. Okay, so everyone has this spark of Mashiach, and it's gonna be revealed, and it's happening now. That's my message to the world. Okay. I think that should be enough for today. So guru, what does guru mean? Guru means compelling people through ideas. That's what it means to take someone. The Baal Shem Tov lokach es the message of Magid. It says he took him. You compel people, you take them through ideas, not through violence. That is the non-Jewish way. Other religions try and do things like that. That's not the way we do things. Not at least until, I don't know, God gives the green light to someone worthy of such a message. I have not been worthy of such a message to go out killing people. Okay? That's not our mission. The Rebbe is a peaceful warrior. It's about ideas. Anyone have any thoughts to share? Otherwise, I'm going to wish you a very blessed day. Hope I got my idea clear. And I hope I didn't mix you up there with some of the ideas at the end. But we have to learn it inside. It takes time, which I just don't have the headspace to deal with right now. Maybe another time we'll do it again. But I'm writing, like I said, this editorial should cover my real core thoughts on this idea. If that's exactly what I addressed. So again, the idea of Rabbi Brooker is, if you could have done it by now alone, it's the recognition. Are you alone in this? Do you need a guru? How do you know you need it? Okay, what am I chasser? I don't lack anything. Remember, the message of Magid was saying that basically. The Rebbe said, based on the story of the Alter Rebbe with that Ilui, that Torah genius that came to him asking that question. He says, "You have chametz and you have pride." And we give a litmus test for pride. Okay, we have a lot of things, and I'm just reviewing a bit with you, and that's not going to help me. Just chill out a bit and get ready for facing God and tefillah. That's a more focused thing. Just this rambling rant. You got to really focus. That's the giving your all to the dveikus. I think that's the key to bring out the mastery in you, the guru inside you, the nitzutz menishmas Mashiach inside you. I think that's the spirit that the Rebbe is talking about. That's the guru within. It's the saying things with passion and believing your message. That's the guru within that the Rebbe says has to come out in the beginning. It begins, the general Mashiach thing will begin with the individual. And it's happening now. Okay? Don't be part of these people that are living in a different world and just not moving with the times. This is the cutting edge. I promise you. I'm telling you, that has to happen now. And if people don't embrace this message, it's going to schlep this out longer. And okay, if that's the game that God wants, I don't think he wants it anymore. When he sent the Rebbe to us with the message that there's urgency and care of all taint, that message is meant to shake us to the core because God wants it now. He has played his game, and he's saying it's time for the denouement, to use the French. Or whatever you call it, the climax of the story is happening now. God says, it's time. It will bore my audience if I go on like that. Thank you. That's very kind. I think we all have a Nitzutz Mashiach in us. We all have that. We're all guru in some milieu. Okay? That could be one of my slogans. It's just amusing because I don't even know if I'm using the word right, so it's a bit funny. So yeah, I meant it to be a bit funny about Harvey Brooker. It originally started as a humorous haiku, okay? It was going to be, she gives it all. She gives her all to the diet. Guru. It's like supposed to be a joke. She's only doing it because she's in love with the diet guru. It was meant to be a humorous thing, but I didn't want to start you're supposed to start with words of Torah. Rabbi Vichnin Alav Shalom, my Rosh Hashiva taught me. Start with a pasuk, he said, because maybe you're going to say shtusin, right? Because the teachings, the 4 times of Mashiach are going to be like hevel, vanity, or the breath of your mouth compared to the very deep words. Mashiach's teachings, the teachings of Mashiach, the secrets of the Torah that Mashiach's going to reveal to the world, which is happening now. That's the platform for this all to happen. In the Matrix, it was a stupid computer program. But in reality, it's the Torah. You don't like that metaphor? I'll give you a different one tomorrow. So bear with me. I love spending time with everyone, and this is just awesome. It's awesome to experience this view and to celebrate. I think you have to celebrate this. You have to celebrate the nitzutz of Mashiach being born within each person. Be sensitive, be real, and genuine to the core. Have a great day.